This is Visionary New Earth Leaders podcast, empowering visionary healers, entrepreneurs, and ex-corporates who are ready to actualize their fullest potential through expanding their consciousness and embodied leadership. I'm your host, Jenny Lyon Rainbow Anderson, New Earth business mentor, channel, and master healer, leader of my own business with 20 plus years experience in energy work, mentorship, and coaching. I'm a married mother of two, based outside London in the UK. In Visionary New Earth Leaders, we are going to share about world-leading, cutting-edge tools of energy transformation, intuitive and soul-led business and marketing strategies, and innovative, groundbreaking thought leadership, paving the path into the new earth. So if you're ready to step into leadership, this is the vortex supporting leaders and CEOs into the new earth. Hello and welcome to Visionary New Earth Leaders. I'm so happy that you're back. If you are a listener already, and if you're new to the show, welcome. You're going to love these topics of higher consciousness, energy, purpose, leadership, all those things. So let's dive into today's topic. I have been feeling this topic and researching it for the last couple of weeks. And this is what happens. I get an intuitive nudge, something comes downloaded, and I basically get the information to say, talk about this, Jenny, you've got to talk about this. So today we're talking about how to elevate leadership through heart intelligence. And this is a topic which I'm absolutely fascinated by, because you may have watched the film actually, The Power of the Heart with Maya Angelou and Eckhart Tolle. There's a few people in there. When I watched that film a few years ago, I was absolutely flabbergasted about all the science around the heart, understanding that the heart actually has so much more intelligence than we give it credit for. So I do feel that there is a need to understand deeper and open up really to the intelligence of the heart and develop a deeper connection and deep understanding. Because from actually activating and deepening the connection with the heart, we are advancing in our intuition, in our creativity, in everything. We are ascending, basically. We're really allowing those higher frequencies to land in our bodies, in our fields, and allow us to live a much more fulfilling life. So, traditionally, in society, if you like, or the narrative is, the focus would be on things like self-awareness and emotional self-regulation in leadership. And it's still really, really important. But today we're going to kind of dive deeper into the concept of intuition and then the profound role that this intuition and heart-based intelligence has in decision-making, in your creativity, and also in your overall well-being. So by exploring the connection between the heart, emotions, and intuitive intelligence, we then embark on a journey towards a much more conscious and resilient life. And who doesn't want that? This is what we want, right? So we need to raise our individual and global consciousness more than ever. Look at the state of the world, right? We've delved into self-awareness for so long and we are ready to go into the next step, go to the levels of deep intuition and heart intelligence, and really we are going to do this together, right? So intuition, often described as those effectively charged judgments arising from rapid non-conscious associations, it's not just a mysterious force, but a valuable resource for navigating life's challenges. Recent neuroscience research has highlighted its incredible speed compared to cognitive processes. We have scientific proof that intuition is more powerful and more important often when it comes to rapid decision making than cognitive processes. So, my dear friends, what if I told you that the heart plays a central role in shaping our emotional responses and, in turn, our intuitive intelligence? So imagine the heart not just as a rhythmic organ, but it's also a global coordinator influencing the entire system of your body. And now when I say the system of your body, it's not just your body and your brain. It's your multidimensional self. It's your brain, it's your body, it's your consciousness, it is your soul, it's your spirit, it's all of who you are across timelines. Because although we don't want to think about it like that, perhaps the brain goes a bit, well, why? Across timelines? Yes, across timelines. So our consciousness can actually travel across timelines. It's really just our body that is here. The rest of us can be kind of anywhere. So today we're about to unravel the profound connection between the heart, emotions, and intuitive intelligence. And speaking of intuition, there's more than meets the eye. According to research from the Institute of Heart Math, intuition can be categorized into 3 types. It is implicit knowledge, energetic sensitivity, and non-local intuition. And these types, they add depth to our understanding of the intuitive spectrum, and it's offering a fascinating journey into the realms of our own consciousness. So here's a mind-bending fact, and hold your horses, right? The heart sends more signals to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. Yep, you heard that right. The Heart Math Institute have 40 years of research that have shown that our heart patterns linked to different emotions significantly influence how well our brain functions. Stressful times? Well, the heart rhythm goes haywire and it messes with our thinking abilities. But in the positive emotional states, the heart sends more ordered signals, enhancing our cognitive function and emotional stability. So where does this leave us? The heart has its own language, and it's communicating with our brain in many ways that we may not have fully appreciated. It's like a dance between the heart and the brain, influencing our thoughts, feelings, and even our decision-making. So this is a powerful reminder that maintaining positive emotions isn't just good for our body, but all for our overall mental clarity and performance. So, let's dive deeper into the analog nature of the brain. So, past memories create familiar patterns stored in a neural architecture in the brain, and it shapes our responses to current stimuli. Now, the heart is acting as a conductor, and it plays a crucial role in establishing and maintaining these patterns, offering stability and self-regulation. So this physiological coherence becomes a key marker for our emotional states. So let's think about trauma triggers here. This is telling me that patterns stored in the conscious and the subconscious mind that are memories, experiences that's happened, that information may well then travel to the heart, and then the heart communicate back. And this is why I believe we can come into physical states of anxiety by being triggered, right? Because maybe on a logical level, there is no more trauma to be worried about because we are no longer under threat. But for some reason, it keeps us triggered in a specific way when we are meeting certain new experiences or experiences that is reminding us of the past. And often, I believe, it's very non-rational, right? So why would a person get heart palpitations and the rhythm of the heart is changed because of a specific trigger? Well, clearly there is a communication between the heart and the mind happening here and giving us physiological responses and alarms that we want to regulate and that we want to heal. Okay? So this is just my own personal observation from learning about this. I also believe that, and I know this for sure, when somebody heals a trauma or a past experience, whatever that may be, their physiological reaction changes too. So it really is a dance between all of it. And all I can put it down to is that when I do divine healing and I do the energy work and work with the subconscious mind and do the rewiring and the reprogramming, we are reprogramming the brain, but that is also clearly doing something to the communication between the heart and the brain. Because if I think about it, if I have a client that says to me, I get heart palpitations every time I cross the road. I mean, that's kind of maybe a little bit over the top, but I'm just saying that as an example. And because they were hit by a car once, perhaps. Then we heal that trauma and we rewire the brain and we change the pathways really in the brain. And we also take the trauma, the impact out of the body, so out of the actual physical cells. So let's say they were getting heart palpitations every time they were going to cross the road. This is for simplicity for the story on its own. Those heart palpitations also stop. So there is definitely 100% in my own practice and in my own work with people, this is definitely true. I've seen it myself. So this is where it gets really fascinating. The concept of the intuitive heart or heart intelligence. Could the heart receive intuitive information before the brain? This is where the non-local intuition, considered transformative wisdom from a higher information field, suggests that our heart or our hearts may be attuned to a flow of higher awareness and intuition. It's like it is connected to the field, right? And this is like a gold mine, because if we can connect to this field of higher intelligence, which I believe I do on every day or on a weekly basis, working with my clients. But if, let's say, all of humanity would do this, right? Can you imagine? That'd be amazing. So if you think about that, if you think about what if we could all access this non-local intuition. So it's like outside of us. It's an intelligence that we can connect to, right? That would be absolutely staggering. So think about that, think about that. What would that look like to you? And how would that look like in your life if that was the case? In your business, in your leadership. So in conclusion, this episode really is advocating for heart-centered living as a pathway to harnessing the power of intuition. So by developing the self-regulation and then aligning with intuitive perspectives too, and recognizing the heart's role in the emotional experience, individuals can truly achieve a more conscious and resilient life. And as we embrace this coherence, the potential for extending this awareness to our own loved ones, to the families, the workplace we're in, the teams that we lead, the people that we are close to, communities, everywhere where we touch, becomes a powerful force for elevating social and global consciousness. The journey towards a more intuitive and conscious world begins with the beating of our hearts. Thank you so much for joining us in this enlightening episode. Stay tuned for more explorations of the realms of the human potential. And why don't you check out my quantum mentorship, where we will definitely dive into the power of the heart and unlock these realms that are within you. And until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep your heart in tune with the rhythm. Thank you for listening to Jenny Lyon's Visionary New Earth Leaders podcast. If you're ready to rewire your subconscious mind, clear your programming and collective conditioning, transform your trauma into trust, and step into your soul's calling and true leadership, or if you're ready to unlock your fullest potential through activating your light body and expand your consciousness exponentially, detangle and clear your past life karma and Akashic records, and setting up for success, launch your online spiritual business, and so much more, then go to jennylyon.love. And if you're receiving value from the show, I would love if you would share it with a friend and give it a 5-star review. Also, you can join me in one of my live free trainings, and you can find it right on the website, as well as in the link in my bio across all social media. I am Jenny Lyon across all platforms. I wish you a blessed day, and may you live your most authentic self.